What's up?
Hey guys, how y'all doing this morning, this afternoon?
Hey,
I
hey,
don't think we're all in the
strangers.
same state again yet, right? I'm in Massachusetts.
Uh-huh. It's
Tanya,
been a
you're in
long time
Georgia.
since I've seen y'all ladies.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Flo, how's the weather in Massachusetts?
It's a little chilly. It's about 40, 48, 49, but it's not really, really cold yet. So I'll be leaving on the 7th, and I think after the 7th, the coldness can come. And it probably will. I hope it holds off until then. But it's pretty nice.
Well, great, great. You love traveling, and I'm sure that your family appreciates you so much.
Oh, that's the key. Having family to travel too. But she's making plans to move back to
She
Savannah. So
is. Okay.
yep, by January we'll be back together as a family. I have my grandkids with me.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for that. She got a job lined up and everything. So that's
What?
good.
What type of work
Yeah.
does she do?
She's a criminal justice instructor at one of the colleges here.
Mm-hmm.
But she won't be in criminal justice teaching. She's actually been offered a job at Savannah PD as a trainer. So that comes through. She'll be back in Savannah. So I'm praying for that.
Awesome. Congrats.
She already
Congrats.
decided even if she don't get the job, she's coming back home.
Okay.
But
Hey,
let's invite our audience for a conversation today, as we do every Friday at 1 o'clock. So welcome everyone. This is Mad Flow of Mad Flow Financial, where you know what? You can't teach what you don't know. I'm a firm believer in that. So in order to learn it, take
Mhm.
advantage of financial literacy that we offer, and be prepared to teach your children and also let this information go on from generation to generation, because you can't teach what you don't know. And I'm a firm believer in that. So we're
Firm
here to
believer.
teach as much as we know. We may not know everything, but I'm telling you what, if we don't know it, we'll research it and find it out for you. Guarantee. We just want to have a great conversation with you guys today. And of course, this is all things relevant, Black media. We're here every Friday, 1 p.m. So don't miss us on Facebook. We're also going to be on YouTube. So if you miss us on Facebook, go to YouTube. You can find us there. We have a great conversation set up with a great guest today, Mr. Edward Gresham. He is a guest that Tanya met, and she was impressed with him and wanted him to share his knowledge of weatherization and energy efficiency programs. So, guys, that's what you're going to be learning today. So, I'm going to turn it over to my other guest, my other hosts here, Tanya and also Anthony.
well, good afternoon, everyone. I have missed being with my co host. My name is Tanya Scott Pilcher. I'm with Get Skills, where we train and prepare and coach you to becoming a licensed insurance agent. And I guess I shouldn't really say it like that. I should say we open up the opportunity for you to be in a $1 trillion industry. And
Trillion. Mhm.
$1 trillion industry.
Is that with a T?
That is with a T and growing
Okay.
every day.
All right.
And this is the season. This is the season for Medicare, enrollments on your job, affordable health care. And because we still have COVID in the air, we are hoping that each of you will even think about covering yourselves with not only health insurance, but with life insurance. And today we are going to share with you some additional things on saving money, not talking about health or life, but your home. So I'm going to let Anthony introduce himself. I missed you, Anthony.
I missed you too, Tanya. I missed you, Mad Flow, or Flow. What is it? Flow, Mad Flow,
Mad Flo.
Mad
I'm
Flow.
always mad. Let them know what it stands for,
All right.
Anthony. Let me see
So
if you
Mad
remember.
Flow
What does
stands
man flow
for
stand for?
I'm mad at everybody. No, making a difference in the lives of others. Oh boy. Hey, you gotta have some fun. We haven't seen each other or been together in 4 weeks. Now, folks, we are so excited. It's like a reunion for us. It really is, but we have something in store. Tanya was able to reach out to somebody, and we have a special guest, and I'm telling you, you want to get all your friends, your family, your enemies, your neighbors, your co-workers, the person you just cussed out last night. You want to get them. The person you prayed for last night. Yeah. You want to get all of them on this. You don't want to miss it. Tanya, why don't you introduce our guest?
Hey, our guest today is Mr. Edward Gresham. Mr. Edward Gresham comes to us as the CEO of his business. And I'm going to let him talk about, he's going to share with us information about weatherization and also about energy. You know what? Let me say it like this. I've seen Ed around in the community humping, so whenever you run into him, he has high energy. He's always talking. And you don't know exactly everything that he does. He's going to tell us about this. And I thought he was working for Georgia Power. And he was like, no, I don't work for Georgia Power. And, but he just has this positive light that's always around him. And he's always in the community. So that's what we do here. We share information with people on how to save money, how to get their finances in order. And so I figured Ed would be perfect. So come on, Ed, and shine on us today.
Hey, everybody. How are you guys doing?
We are great.
Good. I was hoping y'all could hear me. I was hoping my mic was working.
Yes.
Number one, thank you for having me on. This is an extremely powerful show to be educating people on financial literacy and the different avenues for them to make money and save money. It's my hats off to you guys. It's an amazing show, and thank you for bringing us on. So I start off by telling you what my company is and what we do. I own a energy consulting firm where we rate and test homes and commercial buildings for energy efficiency. We also provide weatherization services. So when you talk about weatherization, we're talking about going into a home and making it more energy efficient, right? So an existing home that may be built anywhere from whenever ago, 1700, 1800, 1900, Savannah has some of the oldest housing stock in the South.
Old houses, that's right.
Very old. All the way up to homes built very recently can benefit from some of the things that we do. So when we go into a house and weatherize, we're looking at testing the house to see how leaky it is, right? So we hook up a red canvas door to the front door. We suck air out and we measure how much air leaks in. So we actually can detail exactly the leakage in your house, and we can pinpoint using different technologies and tools. But once we do that, we want to start sealing those leaks up, right? Who's on this show has been at the grandmama house and the windows are leaking like a sieve? You're feeling stuff coming. She got towels stuffed under the door. She got tissue stuffed in the window. She taped off everything.
Plastic in the window too.
All of that, right? Should have taped off a window pane that was missing. All kind of stuff. I grew up like that, right? I grew up in situations where I remember where my mom, when everything switched over from Atlanta Gas to Scanner and stuff like that, and gas bills went up, we didn't have gas. We didn't have gas for about 6 months. And lights would be on and off. So this work that I do is a labor of love, and I really appreciate being able to come into people's homes and make them more energy efficient. So back to what we do, right? We come to your house, we're gonna weatherize your doors, right? So when you talk about how you feel and see light in mama's door or grandmama's door or granddaddy's door, we come and seal up those gaps, right? Put weather stripping around those doors so you can stop leaking air through there, right? We caulk and seal up windows as well. All right, we put weather stripping in them. We seal them up as best we can so that when you are sitting by that window in the wintertime, you don't feel that cold air coming in, or that cold air leaking out in the summertime. We go up in the attic. The standard for the day code is R38 attic insulation. And so we go into your attic, you don't have R38, we bring you up to R38 standard.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Hold on. All right. So there are lots of houses. We know lots of people that have this. And so, and I'm going to, I know you're talking about it, but I'm going to stop you now because I want to know there got to be a cost. There has to be a cost.
So you're right. You're right. There has to be a cost. But fortunately for many people, there is no cost. So through Georgia Power, we're able to provide these weatherization services for free for people that meet certain income guidelines.
Okay. Well, then go ahead now. Go ahead and tell us. We'll listen at the programs. I just want to get that out. Okay, go ahead. All I see is dollar signs.
Yeah. I mean, to do this type of stuff on your own, out your own pocket, could be a little costly. There's some people that can do it. There's a lot of people that can't, and that's why we're blessed to have Georgia Power and the weatherization services that they're providing. So we're a contract for Georgia Power. We contract out to do this work. So when we go into your attic and we're going to add in insulation, what we want to do is we want to air seal up there too, right? Anybody ever went up into the attic and maybe you went into grandpa's attic and saw a huge gap in the wall, right? Yeah. Like you looking down and you're like, wow, what's that hole? Or around a fireplace, it's huge gaps around the fireplace. Well, those are areas where air actually leaks out into the attic, right? You're losing air through those spaces. And also when it heats up in the attic, that heat radiates down into the walls and heats up the house in ways you may not even be aware of. So before we insulate, we seal off all those holes. We seal up as much as we can around the top place to actually make the house a little bit tighter so it holds your air longer and it keeps you more comfortable. Then we blow in the insulation and make your house feel like a blanket, right? We also provide hot water heater blankets. We replace your lights with LED lights. Right now, that's the most efficient lights you can have. It used to be CFA. Everybody remember when CFL Bulbs was the hot thing?
What was that lighting you said that we need to get now? The most efficient?
LED.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So it used to be CFL. CFL is still better than incandescent. There's some people that still raise your hand if you're guilty. You still got a couple of incandescent bulbs in your house. See, I knew it.
Girl, get rid of those bulbs.
We can get you way past that.
Edward,
they
let me ask you a question.
Cheaper than an LED bulb.
Well, what's the price now? That's maybe why most people are sticking with that.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Edward. Let me say something. Tanya, yes. Since I love you, I love you, but we're not talking about being cheap for the moment. We're talking about saving money for the future.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Ever lay some knowledge on her, please.
Most people don't have LED is mainly because of the price. So if there's a way that we can get the pricing down or something, that's the main reason that most people have not converted to LED is the pricing, and it is expensive.
It is expensive, but you know what? I got almost all my, except for these long 40-inch lights, almost all my lights are LED now. Yeah, they do cost. They're like $2, whatever.
I know it saves you money because,
but they last.
They last. People, but how do we get the people to realize that they need to save money by switching to LED? Don't look at the price now, but look at your future. How much at the end of the year, how much your electric bill is going to be lower due to
because they don't. Let me tell you something. When I looked at my light bill after I put all those LEDs in there, I said, "What? Say what? I should have done this a long time ago."
Yeah, you save the money almost immediately. So look, let's think about it, right? So first of all, through the program I'm talking about, you're gonna get these bulbs for free, right? But let's say you don't qualify for that, right? I don't know a time where I had to replace an LED bulb. they literally last a extremely long time. So the investment you make is, I mean, I remember when they first came out, they say they would last for 15 to 20 years. I don't know a bulb that does that. The CFL bulbs, have some hazards associated with them. Many people don't know that if you crack one of those bulbs in your house, you need to open up a window, you need to let a draft come through, because they have a little bit of mercury and things in them. So they're a little bit, not as safe as LEDs, and LEDs are hands down the most efficient, and I mean that by far. So yeah, they could cost a little bit more sometimes. You can go on Amazon, find them cheaper. It's not extremely expensive. The prices come down significantly over the past few years, but that's definitely something that you want to do, and you can move to do it one or two every paycheck if that's how it is. Looking at ways to attack, looking at your house as a system and attacking certain things a little bit at a time. This week I'll go buy one, or this paycheck I'll buy maybe five, and every paycheck I do that until I knock it out. And again, you will see the savings. The other thing that we do, huh?
No, Edward, I want to say something in reference to, and Anthony, I totally agree with you that we all need to transfer and go to the lead. But I was thinking of something, most companies make their money how? By repetition, making sure it doesn't last long so the customer can buy over and over and over again. So if our audience are listening, you just listen to this. If you buy the old, what do you call them? What do you call the old lighting?
Incandescent bulbs and CFL bulbs.
Yeah, the CFL bulbs, if you're purchasing those, just think how many times out of the year or years that you're going to replace those bulbs, because that's how the company really make their money, is by making sure that it lasts just a certain amount of time. You have to replace it. Now with this company, and this idea now is make something that lasts longer. The company get their money up front because it's a little bit higher, but it's saving the client money. So I thank you for being on this show right here. I'm going to change all my light bulbs and do one at a time, just like you just suggested. Ain't going to be all at once, but my bulbings will be changed in my house. Only maybe got about one or two lead. I will change all of them. I'll be up there with you, Anthony. All of them.
I tell you what, I was so blown away when I saw my light bill. I said, wow, what am I doing different? Only thing I did different that I could think of was when I changed those light bulbs. We're in the living room a lot, and my wife loves to have the lamps on. And so I put LEDs in there. LEDs. It's a different lighting, but it's good. And you could get them daylight or whatever light. There's different lights, and you can get them specifically for the kitchen too. So I transitioned.
Are these by wattage, like 70 watts, 30 watts, 40 watts?
So the 60 watt, right? It'll say this is a replacement for a regular 60 watt bulb, but it's nowhere near 60 watts. But it'll say that on the box, so it'll help you recognize what kind of bulb you're changing out.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look, I put them outside too, over my garage and the front porch. I put them out there too. I was like, oh yeah, man, these things, they last. Now, the first time I did it, my first one, I must have bought a dud because it only lasts for like 6-7 months. And then I went to the store, bought some more, and man, those things, and that was maybe 2 years ago.
I'm telling you that
still
these lights last a long time. Like you said, you can get them in any hue. You can get them in various lumens. I mean, listen, it's a good thing to transition into, and it will help you save. Anthony, it looks like you have a home office.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you some tips for your home office once I get through going through.
Me too.
I'm gonna give it all y'all. I promise you, I'm gonna share with you too. I promise you. So yeah, insulation, air sealing in the attic, weather stripping doors, putting in attic hatch tents. So anybody ever walk into an older house and you can see where the attic hatch is kind of like down a little bit.
Yeah.
It don't quite go
Go
all the way up.
Yeah.
So one of the things to like make that like null and void is to put an attic hatch tent up in your attic, right? So what it'll do is it will actually, it's like a tent. You put it over your attic hatch and you seal it off with spray foam and drill it in, whatever.
That be inside.
Yes, it'll be inside your attic. Yep. So when you drop down your stairs, ma'am.
Do y'all install those or do customers install them?
No, we install them.
Oh, okay.
So when you drop down your hatch, you don't necessarily see straight into the attic. It's a tent there. You have to unzip it to get into your attic. You can put insulation. Some of them come with like a bag. You can put insulation on top of it to even further insulate. But that's huge for cutting down on the amount of air that goes through those little cracks in those attic hatches that once they get old, they don't sit right sometimes anymore. So that's really good at insulating and air sealing that as well. And
Let me
also
ask you something. Go right ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What counties are you in? What counties?
We weatherize homes all over the state of Georgia. So we've been as far west as, I can't even remember. What's the county we went all the way west in Georgia? I think it was like Donaldsonville, Douglasonville, something like that.
Douglasville, yeah.
What about, that's down in Coffee County, maybe?
Yeah, it's like past Albany, past like it's really
Where's
west.
your office located? Where's your office
Here in
located?
Savannah. We're Home Diagnostic Solutions of Savannah.
How long have you been in business?
We've been in business for 9 years.
And one more question on top of that, because I know you, and I'm gonna let you get that question, Anthony, because you got it on your tongue. But one question I have is this, because I know you say that you do this for Georgia Power. You contracted out to Georgia Power, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you have to do a bid each year in order to keep that contract, or how's that work?
Something like that. But yeah, we bid on these projects. We pretty much handle the coastal region for Georgia Power. And I want to clear up some misinformation that was put out a couple of weeks ago. People know the EOA for doing weatherization too, but they haven't done weatherization in a little while. It's been about 6 or 7 years. They don't currently have a weatherization program.
Who was that? Who was that?
The EOA. So I know a lot of people might hear this and say, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna go to the EOA because I know them," but they're not doing weatherization right now. So I want to make sure that people have good, solid information and know where to go. You wouldn't contact my company directly for this if you were looking to get it done for free. You would go to the Georgia Power website and the link for that would be Georgia Power /HEAP.
HEA.
Hold on. My goodness. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Tanya, you can put that one up. You want me to put it up?
I have one up here, www.georgiapower.com / residential save money and dash and energy. That it's a different one.
No, so that's the long one I sent you. That's the one for if you're gonna pay out of pocket for rebates. But the one that's free is www.georgiapower.com /HEEAP.
I gotcha. We'll put it up.
So that's
all right. Let's put that up there. All right, now let me ask you something else. What other states are you in?
We're going to South Carolina, North Florida, Alabama, and Lower Tennessee. LED lights. That's you. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Winning.
Did you run out and buy that so quick?
Oh, look at that. Hey, you on? Yes, ma'am. She doing. See, Flo, you got to catch up. You got to catch
I'm
up, Flo.
telling you, I got to catch up.
You got to catch
we
up.
saving money facility. I got to catch up. This is an industry
So,
we save money. So
do you guys know anything about smart thermostats?
yeah, I have one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know that much. I'm buying a furnace. A new central air unit, and the guy was telling me that's what he's going to put in a smart thermostat.
All right, so look, listen.
What's the benefit?
If you about to replace your heating and air system, you should go and sign up for the HEIP program, Home Energy Improvement Program, right? So for people who may be outside of the income bracket for the weatherization program, for free weatherization, and you're going to be doing some upgrades yourself,
Yeah.
you get the energy audit done. We'll come and do an energy audit on your house, assess the baseline of your house and where you are as far as energy is concerned. And then Georgia Power, if you replace your HVAC system, Georgia Power will give you a rebate back for that, right? And if you do the whole house prescriptive program and you reduce your energy burden by I think 25%, I think they give like $1,500 rebate back.
Wow.
So
hold it, wait a minute. Let's back up here. Because folks, now let me help you understand something. We're talking about putting money back in your pocket.
Right.
Right? And in the short term and the long term. All right. So Everett, but break it down just a little bit more. Let's make this thing dummy proof. All right.
Okay.
And I'm not calling anybody a dummy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They got books out today. Computers for dummies. So we want to talk about energy efficiency for dummies.
That title is one of the dummies. I'll take that title as one of the dummies because I ain't gonna be a dummy no more. I'm getting my legs. I'm following his guide on what he's saying.
Get my legs.
Title.
And so that sounds like you're getting a gun. You probably already got a couple of guns.
Getting my legs.
Look, we already know she mad.
I'm mad about losing money all these years not taking that land.
This is critical stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go right ahead.
So not only do you get insulation, not only will you get a hot water heater blanket, right? So if you got a tank, a hot water heater tank, we wrap your hot water heater with an insulated blanket to help hold that heat in there longer, so you're not losing energy through the walls of your tank. But you also can get a Nest thermostat or Ecobee, right? So Nest thermostats are for the heat pumps. So just all electric, we usually use for the Nest thermostats. And if you have a furnace, you would get an Ecobee. And those are two smart thermostats that you can control from your phone, that you can set. The Nest learning thermostat is really amazing. It learns your behaviors. It learns when you turn on your HVAC systems. And if you put it on certain settings, it helps you to save energy, right? And you get alerts to your phone. You can turn it off from your phone, all that type of stuff. But since putting the Nest thermostat in my house, man, I've been able to drop my bills a ton. And then when I replaced my HVAC unit, I went with a higher SEER HVAC unit. So I'll explain to you what SEER is. So SEER is a way to rate the efficiency of your HVAC system. So you're about to replace your HVAC system. You want to go with a high SEER unit. And I would say you would want to go something 16 SEER or higher.
Okay.
And you will really, really see a difference and a benefit for what you buy. What's the square footage on your home?
What's the square footage of this house? I don't know. I don't remember. I want to say 1950. Okay,
all right. And if you don't mind, what would you say you spend before you change out your lights? How much you spending in energy every month?
Around 250.
And in the summertime, what's the highest bill you ever had?
The highest bill I ever had was around 325, 50, something like that.
Yeah. And that's pretty high, to be honest with you. And because
You don't gotta tell me. Yeah, when I paid that bill, I was like, Lord Jesus, I said, y'all turn that light off. turn, get a hand fan. Turn the air conditioner off.
So if you get energy out of it, right, and you're able to get into some of these programs, not only you already going through change out the LED lights, that's dropped you some. You about to get a new HVAC system. That is, if you go with a high SEER unit, it's gonna really drop you some. I'll tell you, my house went from $300 and $400 electric bills, right, which is insane. When I switched out my HVAC unit, we're down to $100 light bills.
Wow, I'm not down that low, but I'm down to like 170 now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big
Have you
drop.
already switched out your HVAC?
No.
So when you switch out that system, right, you did that, right, and you ain't even switched out the main system in your house that draws down the most power.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we do that can be done is duct sealing, right? A lot of people have HVAC systems, whether they're old or not. If it's not well connected and it's leaky, you're not getting the benefit of any system you have. You do it like my mama say, you cooling the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? The air is leaking out in the attic, it's leaking out under the house, it's leaking out in places that you don't want to leak out. You want to blow in your house. So we do duct sealing as well. And that's pretty much the basics of the program.
All right, now let me ask you.
But you haven't told us.
You do, huh?
But he hasn't told us, how does a person qualify?
There we go.
What'd you say?
How does a person qualify?
It's income based, and that information is in that link that's on the screen right now.
Okay.
Hopefully, people can go there and see if they qualify.
Now that's the right link. The HEEAP.
Yep.
All right, and you gave another one for those for
people
me
who want to make the improvements themselves.
Yeah.
And that link is www.georgiapower.com/HEIP.
That long one.
All right, now let me ask you something. In these programs, do you guys switch out the hot water heater?
We don't switch out hot water heaters.
I mean, but is that part of the program? Is that available? Hot water heaters?
If you go into, let's say you want to go and you're gonna be doing these things yourself, Georgia Power will rebate you for switching out a hot water heater. Yes.
All right.
If it's electric.
All right.
They're not rebating the gas.
So it has to be electric. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, my whole house is electric. I'm all electric.
Awesome.
All right. Now, this is look, we're going to have to get this brother back. I don't know how we're going to have to get maybe him and somebody else from his company, and just so we could get all the nitty gritty details and everything. See, so listen, folks, huh?
So I went on and clicked on the link, because we have a lot of people that will either watch us now or watch us later. So if they don't go out to the website, and it's an annual income for one person of being $25,760. So monthly income of $2,100, $2,147 to be more exact. So a lot of seniors can qualify for this program. Because I know I run into a lot of seniors with income, less than $1,500, or those that usually miss out is because their income is around $1,700 or $1,800. So
wait a minute, Tanya, what's that income level again?
The income monthly for one person is $2,147. So, and then it goes. Let's take a family of four. A person can make $4,417 in a household. So that is, your average income for some families. I know one thing, it will qualify a lot more people than disqualify people.
Correct.
So I think this is a great program that a lot of people will be able to get help in. So
is that before tax or after tax?
I don't know.
It's really gonna be your growth.
Tell them to
It's really
apply.
your growth.
Tell them to apply. Don't worry about it. Just get it, squeeze it in if you can. Try to get in.
When you apply for
I might
things,
have to
it's
send
really
my
how you
sons
grow.
over to live with
Yeah.
Tanya for a couple of weeks so I could apply.
But again, that's just for one person though.
That's one
The
person.
more people in the household, the higher the income goes.
Oh,
up.
well, y'all come move in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say this family of 4 was $4,000.
Yeah, that's still.
It still will help a lot of people qualify. May
It'll
not
help.
be you.
It'll help a lot of people.
Mr.
I'm
Murray,
in the
everybody's not
finance
rich like
industry.
you. Everybody not rich like you, Mr. Murray.
Oh, that's what it is. Look, in
Mr.
the
Murray, I
finance
can't live off
industry.
4,000 a month. I'm sorry.
Oh,
That's $53,000 a year, family of 4. So
Yeah.
how much is it?
53,000. So
All right.
it's worth applying and getting the assistance. And wintertime is coming upon us right now. So if we can get more people to go ahead and submit their applications to see if they qualify so that they can get their homes straightened out and weatherized to keep some of that heat in so you don't have to run your heat as much.
Yep.
This will be great. This will be a great program, and to get it done now instead of waiting until the midst of the winter in January. For us in the South, we really don't get cold till January.
And
But
hey, I'll let y'all in on a little secret. Georgia Power is trying to get as many people into this program as possible.
Wow.
I like that secret.
They are not
I like that secret.
making it hard. They're not like trying to keep this a secret. They want to get as many people in this program as possible. And I'll tell you why. Whenever you build out the communities or you have to go and build power plants, right? You have to spend a lot of resources being able to produce energy that will be the peak of whatever it is in the neighborhood. It's not like, what we normally do. We're talking about what would be the largest amount of energy that this neighborhood will use. I have to build for that. So when you start to reduce the amount of energy people are using, they actually are saving money doing that. So that's why they're investing in it. And it's not just because, it feels good at heart. It's just because they're saving money.
Money.
So you save money too. So everybody needs to try to get in these programs. I was going to give y'all a couple of tips for offices. So they got some things called smart strips. Has anybody ever heard of those?
Smart strips.
So they're like a power strip that is that's a what do you call it?
Okay.
Surge protector.
Yeah, surge protector. Yeah.
Surge protector, but it's smart. It calculates or tracks how much energy you're using through the appliances and things you have used hooked up to it, and it also allows for you to turn different things off at different times from your yes.
Tanya, that thing look like it's around 20 years old.
It probably is.
The smart strip.
Yeah. No. That's not the smart strip. That's just a strip.
But that is a power strip. Okay. Y'all got plenty of those.
That's the original strip.
The LED lights.
Yeah, that's the original one.
Yeah, that's the original.
Yeah, that's the incandescent.
Oh. And I got about 3 things hooked up to it, right?
Hey, so a lot of your appliances, your TVs, your computers, you turn them off, but they still on. You ever see that little red light?
Yeah.
Those things are still on, right?
Still drawing energy.
A smart strip will allow for you to turn everything off on your phone. And it also allows for you to monitor the energy usage of that specific whatever's going on in that room. You can put them into your outlets as well, so that when you plug up your TVs or you plug up a lamp or something like that, you can read how much energy is being used by that. And that can help you kind of gauge, what you have going on in your behaviors. A lot of things that drive up your energy costs is your own behaviors, right? You like to sleep with the house on 56 degrees. You freezing everybody out the house, and you're running the HVAC system like crazy in the summertime, or you want it baking hot in the wintertime. It's got to be 90 degrees for you to go sleep.
Right.
Those are things that will have a negative impact on your bill. And sometimes we don't know. Sometimes people want to boil their water on the stove, right? Open up the stove and heat the whole house. It's not necessarily the best way to do it. You know, you may think you're saving money, you're not. Turn your heat on. Use your HVAC system if you have one. And there's a couple of other things, but that for offices and home offices, definitely look at getting you some smart strips.
Well, how much do those smart strips cost?
I'm glad you asked. Now, Georgia Power, if you go on their website, Tanya, you got your phone out again?
I do.
Okay, go on their website, right? Georgia Power Marketplace, and they have different options on there.
That's right. You can buy a bunch of stuff from them now.
Yep, you can get your LED lights from there, and you get instant rebate. They instantly cut the cost for you.
All right, now let me ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something. How can people reach you? We got all these Georgia Power stuff, but they need to reach Edward Gresham because they want to improve their financial status as far as, you know, their energy in their home. How can they reach you?
Well, number one, they can email us. For people that are email savvy, tech savvy, they can email us at HDS Savannah, HDS Savannah @gmail.com. And they can call us. My business partner could get our business number up. I don't know. It's taking forever. Give me 1 second. Because I don't know about all.
Edward said, I don't call myself.
No, I don't.
Hey, Tanya, why don't we get the other website running too, but the HEIP.
Okay.
HEIP. Listen, folks, I don't know if y'all are excited about this as much as I am, but you need to take the advantage of this. Now, what about for folks like they're making too much money for the program? What about them?
All right, so the number is 912-421-9826.
Repeat that.
912-421-9826. All right, so for the people that are making too much money, the rich people like Anthony Murray, and
I received that.
Yeah, people making $10,000 a month. Listen to us. You can go to GeorgiaPower.com/HEIP. Tanya, can you pull that one up?
Yep, hold on.
And I wish I could share screen with y'all. I wish I could put it up myself and share with y'all. But on that website, it'll talk to you about the different pathways you can take at improving your house. You can take the individual pathway. Let's say all you know that you're gonna do this year is replace your HVAC system. Right? You can go that way, and you can get a rebate for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say you say, look, I want to look at my house as a system, you know, as a whole, like your body, right? Your mind affects your heart affects your lungs, all these type things, right? That is exactly the way your house is. Your house is actually operating as a system. And when you do something to one thing, it affects other things, right? So if I tighten up the house, right, that means that it's gonna hold air longer. That means that it won't take as long to cool. That means that I am actually putting life onto my HVAC system, right? If I change the filter, how many of y'all are not changing the filters every month?
Ooh, every 3 months.
You got the 3 month one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I hope you remember.
Okay, I just hope you got the one that said 3 months though, cause
every 3 months.
Just cause does it say 3 months though?
Yeah. It's at 3
Okay.
months. That's 3 months.
Yeah.
Tanya don't say no 3 months.
Oh my goodness.
Where's your husband? Let me ask your husband. Tanya, who buys the filter?
He buys the filters. I know when they go in. I put a date by it every.
Okay. Just because you bought 3 months one time don't mean it was bought the second time. So just make sure you're getting the 3-month filter every time.
Yes.
But yeah, 3-month filters are good. 1-month filters are good. You don't really want to go to the high MERV ratings unless you have like real health issues, allergy issues, because what that does is it causes your system to run harder. It becomes way harder to pull air through a system that's filtering out things to the smallest space, right? So for efficiency, I wouldn't go above MERV 8. So you got a lot of times you see like good, better, best, and they like, oh yeah, the best. Yeah, the best is not good for your pocket. All right, but so what was I talking about? People who make too much money want to make improvements. So all right, look, if you go to the whole house approach, you'll have somebody come in, they'll do an energy assessment of your home.
Right.
It'll be a BPI assessment, Building Performance Institute assessment, and they'll basically go around, assess your doors, your windows, your insulation values in your walls and in the attics, look at your appliances, look at your duct system, see how leaky your duct system is, and determine whether or not that needs to be sealed, see how leaky your house is, determine, all right, where those leaks are and how they can be sealed and what they can get you to, and then look at your equipment. And so they're going to make a baseline note of that, right? Then as you start to make improvements, Georgia Power, once you hit the 25% improvement range, Georgia Power is going to send you a check for those things. Yeah, I mean, it's a great program. So if you really have your pockets together and you can go out there and pay for these things for yourself, and trust me, if you can pay for it yourself, you're gonna get your money back extremely quick. It's not gonna take long for you to see that, hey, this was a great investment. Your comfort level is gonna go up. You're gonna save money every month in your electric bill, and you're gonna really feel better about your house.
So for those people that are older and living in the older homes, if they're unable to complete the application, is there a place or someone that they can call to get them to help them get through that app?
If they call us, we will come to them.
Okay.
We will come to them. If they have a hard time, using the website and completing the application, if they call HDS Savannah, we will come to them, help them fill out the application, make sure they get into the program.
Okay. Awesome.
I got a number of people already in mind that I need to help.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, Tanya, are we looking at the comments? Because I'm froze.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm froze. I don't know about y'all, but I'm froze.
No, it's just you.
All right.
It's just you.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. So the program it seems like it's for anyone and everyone.
Yep.
So it's not age based, because I think what EOA had may have been age based, so you always felt like it was. So this program, it looks like it's open to everyone, and it has a pretty lenient income level for a lot of people. That seems as if they may fit in, and so those are, and it is for those people that own a home, or can it be for those that even rent a home?
It's for renters and owners.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I got
so for people that still got plastic around their windows, they need to call somebody, right?
We can get that down. We can get all the tissue out of the windows. We can remove the towels from under the doors. We can really help you out with that. You won't have to worry about that ever again. We can pull the towels out between the attic hatch. They got all kinds of stuff stuck into the ceiling. We can end that. We can live a different life.
I know.
Well, Edward, I'm so glad that we got you on this show. Totally. I have I have rental property as well, because I was thinking
Okay.
about doing my rental property. So I can contact my tenants, give them information, help them fill application out, and see about getting that done as well as my home as
Absolutely.
well. But one question
Absolutely.
I do have: 9 years you've been in business, and you've been able to outbid whoever was trying to bid for that. I commend you on that. Also, how many employees do you have working with you in order to, make things happen on your end? How many employees do you have?
We currently employ about 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about what I do, there are only 2 Black people in the whole state that are energy raters and BPI analysts that I know of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in this area, um, Black or white, I don't know anybody with an energy consulting firm. So
Okay.
it's
Now,
you know, this is not a field that a lot of people are aware of and know about. And it's a good field to be in. I went
mm-hmm.
to Savannah Tech, and got a degree in residential weatherization and HVAC, and then went on to get some certifications. So, um, definitely, I encourage people to take up these trades, man. We need more people in HVAC, the HVAC business. We need more plumbers. We need more carpenters. We need more electricians. When we look up and say, well, Georgia Power said, well, we need some HVAC people. And I'm looking around like,
Where are they?
I love to refer a friend.
Yeah. So,
So,
what qualifications your employees have to basically have? What certifications they have to
they
have?
need to be willing
Tell
to
us
work
about
with
what
their
you have.
hands. They need to be willing to work with their hands. They need to be willing to be on time, and and they need to be
And
able to
willing to
learn. That's
work.
that's pretty much it. Be on
Oh,
time. Be
that's good.
willing to learn. And we'll take care of the rest. The work is not hard. Um, but you got to be able to think on your feet, problem solve, and learn.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, that's awesome. So,
And we are hiring. So if Junebug need a job, cousin Rico sitting on the couch, you want to get out the couch, we pay very decently. Send him my way. Tell him he can come work.
I
all
got
right,
you.
that
I
is
like
good.
that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome because there are some that need a job, but everybody is looking for employees right now. And I
Yeah,
don't know why they
yeah.
don't want to go to work, but
Hey,
everybody,
I think people have gotten fed up with toxic work cultures, and I say that with a grain of salt because, as grown people, you got to do what you got to do. But this is the time where people could, get a check and say, I'm not showing up. Yeah, I never liked your job. I'm not coming. So the people that don't have those issues are people who created work cultures where they appreciate the people they work for, they pay them well, and people can see growth. So the companies that are doing well today are companies that follow models that are not the ones where you run people into the ground.
absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
very good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have shared a whole bunch of information with us today. Um, so, in keeping it short, who are we actually trying to reach? And tell them again, just kind of in whole, what they can do in this program.
Okay, so the Georgia Power Weatherization Program is for mid to moderate to low income individuals, in which we will come in and weatherize their homes for free. They'll get R38 insulation in the attic. They get smart thermostat, either Nest or Ecobee. They will get air sealing for their home. They'll get LED lights. They'll get air sealing around the doors and windows, all those good things, and also hot water heater blankets for their hot water heaters. Now, Georgia Power also wants to target people who are not low income to mid income, right? People who may be able to make these improvements themselves. And in that program, they can apply for rebates back after having a energy audit done on their homes. Both programs have an energy audit done as well. I apologize. When you get your house weatherized, come in, we perform an energy audit then too. So great opportunities. The website for link for the weatherization program is georgiapower.com/HEEAP. And then the link for the home energy improvement program, the one where you're going to do it yourself and it's not free, but you want rebates back, is georgiapower.com/HEIP.
All right, I got him up. Well, we want to thank you so very much for being with us today, Ed. That hour has gone by really quick.
It did. I didn't know we was going to make it, but you made it good.
But yes, sir, we absolutely did. And we appreciate you so much and for what you do. And those of you that have, your sons or daughters or people sitting on the couch and need some employment, Ed is willing to, and I call you Ed, Eddie. I think most people call you Eddie, is willing to Edward is willing to hire. So please reach out. We're going to put his number up. And if you need assistance in completing the application, you can always reach out to hdssavannah@gmail.com or call them up at 912-421-9826. So again, thank you so much for being with us. And we hope that you will come back again and share some additional information with us as time goes on. So our doors are always open.
Let me know if anybody asks any questions on the timeline of this video, on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you may post it, and I will get the answers back to them.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Well, Flo, we've done it again. We've held it down. There go Anthony. All right, Anthony. So, is he coming back? And stay with us in the back, okay? Anthony, you still there?
I am. I can hear you.
There he is.
Okay. All right, then. Well, I think we have gone to the end of our show. Do we know what we're doing next week?
No, we'll get together on that one, but whatever it is, I don't know if we can beat this one.
I know. Well, let me tell you what
was phenomenal.
We have a young lady, her name is Ashley, and Ashley has created a game called Cents to Cents. It's a money game. It's a financial game. And now she's partnered with another organization, and they have a flip card game so that people can learn about Bitcoin. Awesome. We have the financial game just around here, kind of learning about kind of like bankruptcy, getting a bank account, and that kind of stuff. The financial game that she has, and her family, and she lives right here in Savannah, and her game has gone national. So I want to bring her on sometime really soon. I think she'll be an awesome guest for us to share what she's doing at this particular time and getting this game out to children and adults, because it ain't really all that easy, and to adults. And then with everyone talking about Bitcoin right now, and how do you understand all the different terms in this new financial literacy, or what they have going on right now with Bitcoin, because that's something new and big that everyone's talking about. But anyway, we look forward to seeing you guys next week on Financial Sins. We'll be back at 1:00. You want to send us out, Flo?
Anthony's going to do that. He's right there. He remembers everybody. Anthony, you still with us?
He's frozen.
He's frozen. Okay, guys, we had a great conversation today with Edward Gresham. And we're going to get him back on the show again. And thanks for those who tuned in. This is All Things Relevant. Basically, the best Black media show there is out there. Our podcast, we're here every Friday at 1 p.m. Don't miss the show. Invite your friends. Like Anthony always say, call your enemies if you have to, but get everybody, because you know what? An enemy knows how to count that money as well. But you guys, it was a great conversation today. I enjoyed myself immensely. Remember the topics that we discussed today, so you can use that within your family. The resources that we shared with you today, make sure you apply those resources. Take advantage of what we're sharing with you. And I'm going to be the first one to basically share that information, because I have a good friend that I'm thinking about the whole time that she could use this, lives by herself. She was inherited a house, but guess what? When she inherited a house, she also inherited all of the headaches that comes with being a homeowner sometimes. So she was the first person I thought about would need this.
A good place to take this information is to your church. Take it to your church. Put it on the bulletin board. Put it up on the screen. Let them see it. Because people really need to jump in these programs while they're going. When they're done, you know, when the free stuff is up, the free stuff is up. So as many people can get in, they should be getting in.
Okay.
All right. So, well, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
All right. To end it out, go to videos.